Hello and welcome back, Zevlin here. Let's play some more StarDrive with our Bears in Space campaign. So, I actually, off camera, because I wasn't sure, I've never really played with it before, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't totally screwing everything up, and I also didn't want to take 3 hours doing it while on camera. I went ahead and set up my fleet. So, I just tweaked, we got some new stuff. So we got like this new nuclear power guy. He is pretty expensive, but I used him in a couple places. And we also got this fighter bay and this defensive flares thing. Basically, the fighter bay, it sends out little nimble fighters of 4 ships to help protect a ship. And the defensive flares send out flares so that missiles hopefully will chase the flares instead of the ship. So I figured those would be pretty useful. So I wanted to add them to the current ships. I did end up making them a little bit more expensive, so we'll see how that goes. So let's just go through our 3 ship types we have currently unlocked here, and I will show you what I built. So there we go. I don't know why that would ever need to be clicked off. Anyway, so I built this little custom ship. I believe I built it from this guy. Yeah. So I took this guy because I liked the idea of a big cannon instead of this, which is what we have built, which I may just keep around. I could retrofit everything, but I think I might just leave stuff until I make some major changes. This is just little tweaks. So this is the guy we had before. And he's not very good. He only, his seconds to empty on his charged lasers is only 12 seconds. So he'd shoot for 12 seconds and then have to recharge, and then shoot for 12 seconds and then have to recharge. It's not really ideal. He's very fast. He can turn. I didn't really look at a lot of these stats, so we might want to look at these as we go. So, anyway, what I did was I replaced this front cannon. Instead of having little tiny cannons, I liked the idea of having a big cannon. And so I built a big cannon here, except for I made it an energy cannon instead of, see, this one has to have ordnance because it's actually a physical rockets that it shoots. And I didn't really like that. I just wanted to keep it all the same. I also upgraded the fusion power to compensate for that. And now my seconds to empty is infinite. It'll never run out. It just shoot, 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 shoot all day long. I don't think I lost much speed or turn. Let's see, it's a 9 and 14. I lost a lot of speed, actually. I lost a little bit here. Okay, not bad. So it's a little less maneuverable, but I don't have to worry about it running out of energy. It could just fire rapidly. I made sure all my fuel cells were about the same, so if I have a fleet together, it's kind of wasted if one can go way further than another. So anyway, let's move on to the next thing here. I made a custom Talon. Alright, I believe I used, yes, the long Talon here is the one I used. I liked the idea of just having all these rockets. I don't know. It was kind of a toss-up, I think. This one is all energy weapons, and seconds to empty again is 13. So basically the choice was energy or not energy. So I went ahead and went with the not energy weapons here. Well, except for I think I screwed it up. I think I needed a do I need a capacitor for this? It is energy. It's not telling me I need it having any problems. Let's see, let's see what happens. If I go small capacitor instead of, say, like that armor right there, it's suddenly infinite. So maybe instead of like one of these ordnance things, let's go back here. I think this is an energy weapon. No? Now I'm confused. Power draw, but even say the rockets have a power draw. Is there a stat here? No, these are lasers. Power per shot. The blue ammunition icon indicates the amount of power required per shot. The orange ammunition icon indicates how much ordnance is required. Okay, so I'm looking. Is it blue? It's neither. Cool. So do I even need... Oh, I didn't make this. So this is all ordnance stuff. Tons of ordnance storage. 290 seconds until empty. I don't know what this shoots. It doesn't seem to shoot ordnance or energy, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. This is the only ship that I have that is one or the other solidly. Anyway, I think it's fine. So defensive flares on here. Again, that's in case rockets end up coming at it. Yeah, I don't think that it needs... I don't think it needs it. Anyway, I built this third ship here. So, the custom Longclaw. I'm pretty sure I used the Longclaw MK1 instead of this heavy fortressy type thing. So, the idea here was I wanted more active defenses. So I would like the idea of this being super tanky, but at the same time I wanted more power. So to do that, I added a fighter bay, so it should be able to be protected. I did make it armored, as you can see by that little checkbox there, which you can see there's little checkboxes here to, you know, upgrade. They have different costs and strengths and give and takes. You just kind of decide what you can afford. Did make this ship kind of pricey. Not too bad. I think it was like $360 or $350 something to begin with. Let's take a look at some of the things I added here. I added defensive flares on both flanks, on both wings here, just in case it's, you know, gets fired from either side. It should be fine. And pretty much, I mean, it's pretty different here. If you look, mostly in this general area is the big difference. So to accommodate for some of this stuff, I added defensive flares, I added this fighter bay, and as you can see here, there's just tons of little nuclear power things all over the place, and it creates 47 power. This one creates 65. So I upgraded these to fusion power, and that allowed me to actually remove a ton of capacitors that were on this other one, so that freed up a bunch of space. I went ahead and put this little nuclear guy here. I don't really see... I should maybe make this one armored, since it's on the outside. Yeah, we should do that. Let's do that real fast. It's going to make it a little bit more expensive. Yeah, 15 more. Yeah. Let's see, we have infinite. What if we did something like that? Would it still be seconds to empty? Just 1. Okay, so we can't do that. All right. I think it's maybe worth it to make this armored. Makes it 386 cost. It is pretty expensive, but it is on the outside and it's not armored. I don't like that. So I wanted to make things that are on the outside edges armored, if at all possible. And then that freed up some extra room, which instead of building stuff that costs a lot, I just put in some armor plating. There's no armor plating along this side before. There's not this big huge chunk of armor plating here. Basically, it's not very fast or maneuverable. It's only 119 seconds to empty, which is actually pretty good. That other ship I had was just ridiculous, actually, I think. And it's infinite for power weapons, so it's always going to have use of its power weapons. Like, the laser cannons will always be in use. I think that's pretty good. So, I did change this, so I better make sure to save it. make sure that this remains armored. I don't want it blowing up mid-fight and screwing over my energy weapons, because if any one of these things or this capacitor goes out, I completely lose my energy weapons. Which I don't think would necessarily happen, but yeah, better safe. It's just a few, it's like an extra turn or two of energy when building a ship that's going to take forever anyway. So that's my new ships. Added some new stuff. I kind of like it. Anyway, let's go ahead and close this. I'm not going to retrofit anything again. We're just going to leave things as they are. And when we build new ships, that will be what we have. So anyway, let's get started with some stuff here. We're still kind of exploring the universe, waiting for some ships to get built so that we can check out some of these anomalies. Construction complete. Building another one, of course. So we have this little guy. I now have 4 ships. I am going to meet these guys up over here. Alright, now we have a nice group. Oops, didn't mean to click on the actual planet. I wanted to click on this. So we have a nice group of 4 ships. I'm curious if 4 will be enough to do that thing. I'm a little iffy. We might wait for another one. I mean, they are just baby pirates. I mean, it's just kicking out one ship at a time. Let's give it a try. Why not? Let's do this. Let's go over here. Let's go check that thing out. Let's see. He's still heading back to main base here. All my transports are busy. I'm making tons and tons of cash. I'm gonna have to figure something to do with this cash. I suppose I could rush some things. Let's take a quick look through our planets and see if there's something we can maybe rush. I guess we could rush. Let's go to Tor. What are you building? A Longclaw. Let's go ahead and rush that. It's only 52 credits. And then let's maneuver it over to help with that other fight and give it a try. Now, the thing is, it's not my new one. It was the old one before I upgraded it, so yeah, it's fine. Alright, what are you building now? Yes, science. Build science. All the science, please. Alright, you. Let's go merge up over here with you. You just stick around there. Hey, my obligation to pay tribute has expired. I have a feeling he's going to hit me up for more tribute. I don't know if that means I need to cancel it or if it just stops. Ooh, I am at 6 out of 7 of my command points. I probably ought to be careful. Let's send this guy off on another exploration mission. I've explored there. I kind of want to explore here. So to do that, just to make sure that I use as little fuel as possible, it's way closer like this than like this. So I'm going to actually have him go to the wormhole, and then go from the wormhole up. I think that's the best course of action. Not sure. Alright, so ship heading that way. Let's take a quick look at our production. I don't want to go over this, and I am building another ship. So let's take a look here. He's building a Razor. Just about done with it. The Razor, I do believe, yeah, it just uses one of these, so I will be full. So no more ships. Well, no more of those types. I can build the little... No, this isn't... Really? Wait. Razors take up one of those? I thought they were a Corvette. Weird. We'll have to see when this finishes if it actually takes up one. Let's just double check though that we're not building any more ships anywhere. Yeah, you're definitely not building ships. You aren't even queued ships. I am actually producing things on this planet now. Very nice. Okay, so since I'm producing things on this planet now, I should probably think about what it is I want to do with it. It's producing the soil enrichment, which is good. I think I'm going to take this build this automatic rover bay. Should probably build it first. We will go ahead and do that. Let's build it first. And then we'll hold off for now. I don't need to build anything else there just yet. It probably wouldn't hurt for me to have an infantry base, except for it costs money, which isn't necessarily ideal. I don't really need them everywhere. Having more infantry was probably a reasonable thing. I mean, I could use it to build transports and colony ships too, but we'll give that some thought. All right, what about you? Do you have any ships lined up? No. Okay, just the colony ship and a freighter ship. Research per scientist. So I could build both of these. I think. Why is there the rush construction tooltip still up? Weird. I think I can build both those. It doesn't say anything about being unique. And that really boosts my science here. Well, let's give it a try. See if they both work. Let's go ahead and produce that instead of the spy. I'm going to hold off on that spy. I do want the freighters in the colony ship, though. I could... Why does it say 320? There's a tooltip stuck from something. Oh man, that's going to be expensive. It's going to cost a lot to rush, so I won't be rushing that. Alright, so we've made sure that we're not going to go over our force limit. Alright, so no, this did not count. That's how I thought it worked. We're going to go ahead and build a starbase here. After the starbase, I really need the other soil thing, the other production thing, I think. We need to go trade for that. For planets like this. What else do I want here? I think nothing. I think we leave this alone for a minute. I'm probably going to need to build more ships here. In fact, I'm going to start building some custom ships that don't take up our slot there. In fact, let's go ahead and max out our slot first. I don't think I need an infantry base right away. I'd rather have ships. Maybe something like this, then an infantry base, and then another razor. Because we could have 7 of these razors, so that should be good. Alright. More time. Past. Winter Sport Resort on Ormkali. The tundra planet of Ormkali 1 in the Ormkali system has become a popular destination for thrill-seeking winter sports enthusiasts throughout the galaxy. A massive winter sports industry has sprung up around the demand, the crowning jewel of which is the newly opened Ormkali 1 Winter Sports Resort. By attracting tourists from far and wide, this tundra planet now produces +2 BC per turn and benefits from +5 approval. Hey, fantastic. Let's have some Winter Olympics. Alright, ship, catch up. Catch up. There we go. Oh, and hire hero. Hermglub, Elder Statesman. Skilled Negotiator, And aquatic leader. What the hell's an aquatic leader? Abundant experience in the management of oceanic worlds, providing bonuses to farming, production, and research on oceanic worlds. Huh. That's very interesting. I don't think I have any oceanic worlds right now. Skillful negotiator, increasing the perceived value of all our diplomatic actions by 10%. Do want. Now this is an expensive one, 10 BC and 2 BC per turn. We're going to go ahead and hire her. I'm not sure if I have any aquatic worlds even available. Alphabet. Alphabet. Tundra, desert, barren, tundra, asteroids. No aquatic. Dang. Okay, well, we'll put her in... I don't even know if it even matters, to be honest. If I even do anything. No current assignment, I think, is fine. Unless I end up with a ocean world, but I don't think I will. The skilled negotiator thing, I think, is going to be worthwhile. Just a little extra tweak towards things. Maybe add a little cash on top of each little trade we do. I think that will be okay. Maybe not. What are you? Gas giant, man. There are no aquatic worlds, huh? I think all these were in the list. Well, if they're not in this direct area, I'm probably not going to be colonizing them. Because I don't really want to be pissing off anybody just yet. I could be surrounding these guys. Man, I'm really squeezed for room, though. So I should be maybe exploring over here. Maybe there's like a wormhole up here somewhere I can find that'll get me over here. I'm not sure. We'll keep thinking about it. Alright, well, let's go exploring that way. Oh, hello again. We have a wonderful proposal for you today. This proposal is that you must pay us some money on a regular schedule. In exchange, we do not kill and eat you. A good deal for all, yes? I mean, sure. I mean, it will help us build up tolerance. How much is it? 5% tribute. I mean... whatever. It's not that much, and it'll keep them off our back for a little while. It might be a little too chicken. I am building up a pretty massive fleet here. I have no idea if there's a way for me to see... anything. I mean, maybe... Leaders, empire, ships, and diplomacy. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to know, like, how many ships they have, if I'm even close to in the ballpark of being able to tangle with them. Maybe that's what spies are for. Maybe I had to build a spy. Anyway, maybe I'll do that next time. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.